since it's 2 days until Scorpio season and I'm a Scorpio, I decided to do a video on how to heal like a Scorpio. So, I don't know if everyone knows this, but Scorpio is the only sign out of the whole zodiac that has more than three symbols. It's the scorpion, which is the one everyone knows and hates, the eagle, and the phoenix. So, sorry, my back. So, anyway, so the first stage, the scorpion, the general characteristics and traits of this is lying, manipulation, being deceptive, self destructive, and with that, actually, being self destructive, whether we do it ourselves through drugs and dumb shit or others, it always comes back to us tenfold, and that's one of the main reasons. Well, that's actually the main reason why Scorpios have to see on their own, and I say on their own because the truth, it can't be told, and the truth, it just can't be forced. It can only be learned and seen on your own. So a Scorpio has to see that truth on their own. Someone can have the answer in their face, and if they don't believe it or disagree with it, then it just isn't gonna help. We're fucking stubborn. So to get past this stage and mature, Scorpio has to realize, like, hey, like, oh shit, my everything in the external is shit because my insides are shit. I suck. Well, not suck, but could be better. So, and I didn't get past this stage until I was 15, 16, 16. I'd say that, yeah. And it wasn't that I was bad. I wasn't a bad child. I was actually a really good child, but it was just those rare instances that I did get into dumb shit. This was every like few months. Um, when I did get into dumb shit, it was dumb shit, and it affected a lot of people, and it would come back even worse. And I'd always wonder, man, like, life sucks. Shit is hard. Like, why am I always feeling down? Why does everything bad seem to happen to me? Everyone seems lucky, and it's just like, like self pity. But yeah, when I was 16, I was like, oh shit, it's me. So once a Scorpio is past that and reaches the eagle stage, is when they become more self-aware. They become aware of their intuition. They become aware of the power of their emotions that they have on themselves and on others. Because our emotions, our energy, of course, it affects us. It's why we're always so moody, is because we're feeling fucking everything. You can't tell, but Scorpios fucking feel a lot all the time. But yeah, so our emotions have power over us, of course, and other people. Our intuition, we become more self-aware. I already said that. And then the need for revenge, that goes away completely, if not for the most part. Because, I mean, of course, well, me, I still felt the need to, or I wanted to, whenever anyone I loved was wronged. But then, whenever I start thinking about how I get revenge, I think, oh shit, like if I do that, even if I think it's right that I get revenge, it's gonna come back on me and bite me in the ass tenfold. It's gonna be worse. So is it worth it? No, it's not. And then, that starts to go away. It's curbed. And you let the universe start taking care of that shit for you. And in the instances you do strike, it's whatever. So, yeah, this stage, from what I've seen and what I did go through and experienced, there was just a lot of coming into my own, discovering who I am, getting better control and handle over my emotions, my thoughts, And actually, yeah, like I said, into this stage when I was 16, and I actually didn't get out of it until I drowned. Because up till then, I was self-aware. I was aware of, you know, what I was able to do with my emotions and others' emotions. But when I drowned, I was 21, 22. After that, I changed completely. I don't know if it was like me or just drowning that doesn't anything to my brain. I don't know, but I haven't been angry since. My voice hasn't raised. The if it is raised, it's about shit that I'm passionate about. So it isn't getting angry. It's just passion. So yeah, I haven't got angry. I haven't raised my voice. I get irritated and shit still, of course. I'm human, but yeah, nothing too major. But so I've, but even then, I'd say I was still in the eagle stage. But Phoenix stage, that is what comes once you, I wouldn't say identify who you are, but once you come into your own and you stop letting others, dictate what you do. You set boundaries. You say no consistently. You do you, but in a healthy way, in a way that isn't self-destructive, but you do you in a way that's productive and is healthy and doesn't fuck others over or yourself. I mean, I'm not saying don't have fun or do dumb shit because I love doing dumb shit, but don't do dumb shit that harms others because that's self-destructive. So once a Scorpio comes into their own, they learn who they are, what they like, shit like that. Um, Comes the Phoenix. Now, I don't know about any other Scorpios, but before I actually read into what the Phoenix is and what it's about, all of that, I thought that once a Scorpio reaches the Phoenix stage, I thought, oh, okay, once you get there, the healing either slows down or it's just almost gone, and shit's just easy. Cause I mean, why wouldn't it be? You've gone through all these little deaths and healing and shit just to get to this. So why would you heal some more? But I actually read, like 6 months ago that I already knew actually that Scorpio is the sign of transformation, which is why we go through it more than anybody. But I didn't know that Scorpios go through it from the moment they're born until the day they fucking die. That I did not know. So I was like, fuck. So I'm gonna be hurting and feeling all of this shit my whole life. And it was at that moment. At first, I was like, oh god, this fucking sucks. And then I thought about it. I was like, huh. I mean, yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. Pain's unavoidable. So I'm gonna be in pain, emotional pain or whatever. So suck it up, I guess. I mean, that's literally my only option. And after looking at it that way and going about it from that perspective, now, I mean, it still hurts, but I actually enjoy the process because there's the pain, there's the learning, there's the sitting in it, there's the processing, and then after all of that, when you're healed or healing, there's the insights, there's the lessons, you reflect, and then you start integrating. Once you start integrating, it becomes more and more part of your routine, your everyday life, and it's like, man, I've really grown. And then the more you do that, the more you grow. The more you grow. I keep fucking up. The more you do that, the more you learn to appreciate the pain you feel because from the pain, from the darkness, comes light and healing and beauty. It's just a beautiful ass thing, and that is what the Phoenix is about. Just dying, rebirth, dying, rebirth, dying, rebirth, your whole fucking life. And it sounds bad. It kind of is, but it's also really fucking amazing because with the Phoenix, as I said with eagles, you become aware of the power of your emotions that you know have on yourself and others. With the Phoenix, you use the strength you've gained emotionally and mentally from all your healing and little deaths. You use that in you to help others, help heal others, help bring the light out in others. Because I've had like two or three folks in the past, like I think 8 months. I think in the past like two folks that came into my life or I came into theirs, and after like 2 days, if that, I'd be able to erect like we like it isn't anything that's said. It's just the subtleties and things. I've also learned to see subtleties as signs and messages from the universe, as like as answers to stuff I ask, or saying, "Hey, like this is what's going on." So, for example, in July, June, July, I met this woman, and we clicked pretty quick. And like, okay, cool. After like 2 days, I forgot what she said, but it was one sentence too. I knew, okay, yeah, like I'm in her life to help her. I didn't know for what, but I knew, okay, I'm here to help her. And then like literally a week later, I think a week later, if that, she thanked me because she told me that I, I saved her from making a decision that would have ruined her life. I was like, huh, so I came in time. So that happens, I wouldn't say often, but it definitely happens to, like I said, I'll come in their life or they'll come in mine, and I help them in some way, I heal them in some way, and I love it. So now for my tip for healing like a Scorpio, to heal, as I said, stuff comes to the surface. That's gonna happen. And when that happens, first, don't let, whether it's a thought or an emotion, don't let it consume you. Don't ruminate on it, because if you ruminate, it's gonna get worse. And if it gets worse, it'll just be a cycle of shit. Nobody wants that. So, first, don't let the thought or emotion consume you. What I do is I'll visualize myself, and then whatever I'm feeling, whether it's sadness or depression, I'll here's me and here's the emotion, and I'll like, okay, what am I feeling, which I can usually always identify. Then from there, okay, why am I feeling this, and I'll think about it. And one thing also that you need to do is make sure 110% you're being honest with yourself, because taking self responsibility or accountability, like that stuff is key for processing shit, moving through shit. I say shit a lot. Anyway, yeah, so be honest with yourself, because if even a little bit of denial is going to hold you back from a breakthrough. So make sure you're honest with yourself. Like, if so, say you're feeling like shit because of something you said to someone, don't be like, oh, it was the way they reacted, or like if you were a dick, just admit you were a dick. There isn't anything wrong with being a dick, except denying it. So if you're a dick, like, okay, I was a dick, I can do better next time. So like I said, don't let it consume you. Don't ruminate. Be honest with yourself. And also another huge tip is, the fuck is this? Anyway, another huge tip is I've also realized that a lot of the issues that I have come up and that I have to heal or process, the answers are usually always in my face, like day one. So like, say I go through healing that lasts like 3 weeks. the day the healing begins, I'll like have like a download, or I'll have like a thought of what it is I should be realizing, or what it is, what the lesson is, and I'll be like, oh, okay, and then I'll keep going about it the way I go about it, and then when I finally realize, like, okay, you know what, I need to let go, or I need to speak up and set like whatever it is that I need to be learning or doing to heal, I'd be like, oh shit, like I really did have the answer day one. I realized that the answer has always been in my face. Always. I say always, I mean always in my face. And I always found that the answer that I had or was downloaded day one was the fucking answer. So again, don't let the thoughts and or emotions consume you. Don't ruminate. Get to the root of the issue, and if you can't, cool. I recommend taking like 5-10 minutes to, get to the root. If you can't, move on, like it's okay. And finally, the answer will be in your face. If Even if you like have that download and you feel it's right but deny it, don't deny it, because if it feels right, or it's just like, yeah, I mean, I don't think that's right, but it feels like it is, then it probably is. So that's all. Got any comments? Anything to say? Comment below. Like, subscribe. I love you guys. Talk to you later.